Here. Today we're going to be doing a pretty fun Pilates Standing Arm Series. This one is awesome because not only does it just kind of break up the boring, tricep extensions, bicep curls sort of thing, but also, as you may have noticed with yoga and Pilates, it's always a full body workout because you're trying to be aware of what the rest of your body is doing, even if you're isolating one part. So today, our main focus is upper body, but as we do these things, you're going to have the opportunity to work on your balance. You're going to have the opportunity to engage your core, to tone and strengthen your inner thighs, so on and so forth. So it's a short little series that's definitely worth your time. So you can do this with or without weights. If you're going to do them with weights, I would suggest anywhere from 1 to 5 pounds. And as the title suggests, we're going to be in a standing position, and we're actually going to start and stay in the Pilates stance, which simply means heels are together, toes are pointed out, and you're kind of gently squeezing your legs and your heels together. This stance is often used in Pilates to help us engage our inner thighs. So that's what your goal is as you're holding here or standing here. Now make sure your posture is strong. Shoulders back and down, chest is up. We're going to start with what's called the zip-ups. So you're going to bring your fists or your weights together, kind of right in front of your belly button. Take an inhale to prep, and then exhale, pull up, lead with your elbows. Inhale, push down. Exhale, pull up. So you're literally pretending like you're pushing something heavy down, maybe through mud, and then pulling something heavy up. So whether or not you have weights, you're creating your own resistance here. Now, here's where the fun part comes in. With all of these exercises, you have the option, it's just an option, but it's a good one if you're up for the challenge. You have the option of, as you move, coming up to your off your heels to your toes, and then dropping back down. Up and down. So what this is going to do is force you to work on your balance and be aware of the rest of your body as you're doing this upper body work. As a little added bonus, it also tones and strengthens your calves. A couple more if you can. Push, exhale, pull, zip up. And as you pull the weights up, think about zipping up a tight pair of jeans. A couple more. Last 2. One more. Nicely done. A couple big shoulder rolls. Next exercise is called the chest expansion. So with this one, you're going to turn your palms so they face back. Hands, with or without your weights, are by your hips. You have a little elbow bend, so you're not locking in that joint. You're going to inhale to prep. Exhale, pull your arms straight back. Look both directions with your head, and then drop down, or drop back to your starting position. So let's try that again. Inhale to prep. Exhale, pull back. This strengthens our upper back and our triceps, opens in our chest, so it counteracts that hunching forward that we often do. Exhale, pull back, look, and back to center. Now, if you want to make this one quite a bit more challenging, as you pull back and hold, come up off your heels. So now it becomes a pretty big balance challenge, especially when you look side to side. Couple more. Woo! Last one. Excellent. Shoulder rolls. Shaving the head is next. This one might look familiar. I've sprinkled it in into a few workouts, excuse me. It comes from the Pilates rowing series, so a different series in Pilates designed for your upper body. You can do this one in the rowing series or the standing position. If you do not have weights, bring your pointer fingers and your thumbs together. It's hard to show you when I have my weights. So it looks like this. If you do have weights, you're going to bring the tops of your weights together and use your next inhale to drop down like you're shaping the back of your head. Exhale, extend up. Another great one, similar to the chest expansion, to tone and strengthen your upper back and your triceps, the back of your arms. So these are 2 places that often get neglected. It's really great to bring some blood flow and strength there. Now again, if you want a bigger challenge, come up off your heels as you extend up, drop back down as you drop your weights down. As you do shaving the head, try to keep your elbows out of your peripheral vision. So in other words, elbows stay wide. Exhale, extend up. Inhale, drop down. A couple more if possible. Take a break whenever you need it. Last two. Last one. Beautifully done. Drop your arms. Shoulder rolls. Next, we have arm circles. So you're going to start, as we did with chest expansion, with your hands, with or without your weights by your hips. The visual I want you to use here is holding heavy buckets of paint. And you're going to start to make crisp, small circles. As you do that, you're bringing your arms up. You can come up to your heels if you'd like. And you're making those circles all the way until your biceps are by your ears. Keep circling. Come back down with control. Slowly dropping your heels back to the mat. Let's do that one more time, circling this way. So the breathing I like to do is 5 short inhales, 5 short exhales. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, and we continue if we continue circling. Let's go the opposite direction. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Start to drop down. One more set like this. All the way up. Strong core, belly button to your spine. Again, this can be a pretty big balance challenge if you're coming off of your heels and holding while you're moving. You might start to feel it in your calves as well. Very nice job. Heels back to the ground. Shoulder rolls. We've got a couple more. Next, we have a bicep curl series that's kind of fun. You're going to start this one with your elbows kind of glued to your side. And your palms are facing me. Inhale to prep, exhale, lift up. Inhale down, exhale up. 3 more like this, and come up to off your heels if you want that extra challenge. Good, now hold your weights up. Make sure your fingers are kind of loose. You're not gripping the weight with your hands. And lift your elbows now so that your upper arms are parallel with the ground. Now keeping your upper arms parallel, open and close. Do not lock in your elbows. So you always have a little elbow bend even when you're here. Bend. Extend. Bend. Coming up off your heels if you'd like as you bring the weights in. Last 2. One more, hold in. Now bring your elbows out to the side. Upper arms stay parallel with the ground. Open and close in this position. Keep your upper arms lifted if possible. And once again, never lock in your elbow joint. So keep that micro bend like this as you extend out. Last 2, loose fingers if you can. Keep your hands in. Final set of bicep curls, you're going to drop your elbows to your sides. Open, close. If your calves are getting sore, just keep your heels on the ground as you do this. 2 more. Nicely done. Shoulder rolls. And we have one final strength exercise before we stretch it out a little bit. These are called perpendicular flies. They're no joke, so do what you can. Remember, you can do these without the weights if the weights are getting too heavy. So you're going to bring your arms up into a cactus position to prepare for this. Fingers are loose. Inhale to prep. Exhale, move your arms towards your midline. Lift off your heels if you want that challenge. Long, slow inhale, open. Long, slow exhale, come in. Now what might be happening with you is your weights want to come in like this, but your elbows stay out. Try not to let that happen. Instead, see if you can keep your elbows right under your wrist the entire time. So as your arms come in, your forearms are parallel with each other. Do what you can. This is our last one, so give it all you got. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 2 more, and then we're going to end with some pulsing. Last one is, so if possible, keep your arms in. Then cross your right arm under your left. Pulse up. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Switch if you want. Up off your heels if you want that challenge. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Nicely done. Shoulder rolls. So that gives you a taste of the Pilates Standing Arm Series. Let's stretch out a little bit, both the back of our legs in case you're sore from doing those heel lifts, and let's open up our shoulder joint a bit. So bend your knees deeply. Place your weights on the ground if you were using them. Inhale, bring your arms up. And then exhale, fold forward. Knees are bent to start. And I'm going to move away from the wall a little bit here. We're going to do just some gentle circles with our hands, mobilizing the shoulder joint a bit. So you're keeping your knees bent. You'll see mine are bent very deeply, so my chest is resting on my thighs. Then notice which way you're circling your arms. And stop for a moment. Let's give our arms a little break and focus on the back of our legs. Now slowly start straightening your legs. So now you're getting more of a stretch in the back of your legs. When you do a forward fold with bent knees, that releases your lower back. When you do it with straight legs, you get this stretch. So one is not better than the other. They just have different intentions. Bring your body weight into the balls of your feet, not your heels. Nod your head yes a couple times. Shake no. And then bend your knees deeply again. Let's circle the opposite way with our arms and our hands. Big circles are good. Couple more like this. Breathe deeply. Body weight is still forward in the balls of your feet, not stuck back in your heels. And when you're ready to transition to another round of stretching the back of your legs and slowly straighten your legs, grab your opposite bicep, I should say. Pull your shoulders up and then bring your forehead to your forearm. So as you're holding in this stretch, you have a little extra support, because sometimes it can feel awkward to just let your arms hang. So shoulders away from your ears, away from the mat, belly button up. Everything else is going forward and down. Two final breaths here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose or your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees deeply. Use your next inhale to come up a little bit more slowly than you'd like. So you're using your abdominal muscles to stack your vertebrae. Good, and then one final stretch for our neck. I'm going to turn this way so you can see what my arm is doing on my back. You're going to bring your right arm into what's called a half bind. So you can see my palm is facing away from me. Right hand is near my right hip. Then on an exhale, drop your left ear to your left shoulder and bring your left hand to your right ear. Don't pull, but just let the weight of your hand intensify this neck stretch a bit. Breathe deeply. On your next exhale, chin to your chest. Come up. Switch sides, left arm into a half bind. Right ear to your right shoulder. Right hand rests gently on your left ear. Exhale, chin to your chest. Come up, roll your shoulders, and we'll call it a day.